Within the recent years, coaching has become really popular. Why? Take not a minute, but a second to ask yourself that question. Why has coaching become that popular? Well, at least for a lot of people. I don't know your answer now. One of the answers is that when we want to change, or we want to release our own full potential, it's difficult to do by ourselves. Because we see the world as we see it through our eyes, and then we suddenly have to see it differently. What do you see? I see this. Okay, try to see it differently. How? I see this. How should I see it differently? Because we don't see the world as it is, we see the world as we are. We see it through our own filters, our own attitudes, our own beliefs, our own experiences. Of course, how else should we do it? And then people say sometimes it takes only one step to change the entire horizon. Then you see it from another perspective. You see it from a different point of view, a different angle. Usually we have to have other people help us to ask ourselves the questions that we don't remember, or don't take the time to do, or don't have the imagination to ask, or the questions that we don't like to ask ourselves. So a person who really helps us find some answers within ourselves, or find some answers to where can I get this knowledge, who will help me, how will I do it, what efforts do I need to do, how do I make a plan, what beliefs do I have to change, what patterns do I need to change to learn some new patterns, but also to undo some old patterns. And a coach could be the answer to that. Then suddenly we think that coaching is the answer to everything. Then there's a life coach, a business coach, a horse coach, a swim coach, and whatever. And maybe the word coaching itself became devaluated because we simply use it too much. For me, a coach is not a person. It's not who you are, but it's what you do. It's a tool you can use, and sometimes it's good for you, and sometimes it's not. If you're a manager, a lot of managers ask me, when should I be a coach and when should I be a manager? Well, you are a manager all the time. And sometimes you use coaching as a tool. Sometimes you just tell how you want it to be done. That's the huge difference. So, but the purpose about coaching, how do we see coaching? There's a lot of definitions, I'm sure. One of the definitions could be, as you see in this structure over here. In the middle, you see the heart of the model is, and the purpose is, a way to open up another person's full potential. How can I not be another person? Because some people say, oh, I don't want to be another person. You shouldn't be another person. Be yourself, because everyone else is taken already. But you should be yourself in a new and better edition, where you are yourself with all the abilities you have, the good abilities and your strengths, and then some small adjustments where you adjust some volume buttons and do things even better for yourself and others. So that's how you can release the full potential. Did you ever meet a person who released his or hers absolute full potential? Probably not. So we can always improve a little bit, and when we improve, our potential increases, because then we see things from another perspective. We are in another position now, so we can develop all the time. In the Seek for Quality, there's no finish line, actually. If we look on your upper left side on the model, it says coaching is an equal conversation with the purpose of helping another person. So we want to help another person. If we want to help another person, we shouldn't drag them to see things from our perspective. We are coaching them, we are helping them from their stand. So we meet them where they are, help them understand themselves by understanding them, and then we help them go where they want to go. Not where I want them to go as a coach, but where they want to go. And if I want to challenge them on that objective, or on that goal, or on that destination, I will simply ask the questions so that they can answer that in an open way, not leading them in a direction I want, but help them where they want to go. On your upper right side, you'll see it's a method to understand other people and help them understand themselves. As we talked about, lower right side, a way of sustaining actions. To sustain actions. We know that a lot of people, they set a goal and say, I want to do this, I want to be rich or famous or lose weight or gain weight or whatever. And then they start a plan, but they don't fulfill it. Happens all the time to even the best people. Probably you tried it yourself. And it's also, of course, we have to prioritize what goals we can achieve and what not. And there's a prize for every goal you want to achieve. If you really wanted it to dream, you have to sustain your actions, because actions will make you achieve that goal eventually. So how can I sustain the actions? Am I motivated? Will I follow it? Is it the right action? And so on. On your lower left side, you'll see it's a tool to set goals and clarify how to reach them. Actually, it sounds really simple. And it is. It's not difficult to achieve your goals. It's not difficult to change. But you know what? It's easier not to. That's why we need some help sometimes, because it's definitely, even though it's easy to change, it's easier not to.